to my channel Notable, hashtag take notes. If you don't know, notable is defined as something worthy of attention. And if you haven't seen my previous videos, go ahead and see. It literally defines what this channel is going to be about, okay? Now, if you haven't already, go ahead and give me some likes and a subscribe, because I generally believe that the content that I'll be putting out will be of great benefit to you, no matter your background, no matter your gender, no matter your culture, your faith, or whatever rolls into that line, okay? So, I think it's a beautiful time to be alive. Some may agree or disagree with. And this is a pandemic that we're in, an epidemic that is going to be marked in history. And my main question to you is, what defines you now? What defines you now? Because what I've realized is that society and culture has made us to define ourselves by what we have. Now, guess what? Jobs are going away. We can no longer be going in public just anyhow. We can't do what was making us that person. We can't get that job that was sustaining us. In this season, we are now restricted, which goes on to really show us what truly defines us. Because if it's your job, your managerial role, or however you say that word, and it's your entrepreneurship, that, you know, your business, but now it's being held off by a disease, what defines you now? What are you doing with your time now? And it makes us to really search ourselves and be like, what truly does define me? When my job is taken away, when my family are now in one place, and when I'm no longer overseas, and when I'm stuck overseas, I can't do what I do. I can't influence how I want to influence. I can't boss anybody around how I've been bossing. What defines me now? And it all is a question back to identity. We have identified ourselves by what we have. Now that it's taken away from us, what defines you now? And this should be a season of reflection. It really should be a season that takes us back to really analyze and self-assess what makes me me. What makes you you in this season? Because I'm telling you, your life should be based on principles. And principles are fixed truths, and they never change based on circumstances. Principles are fixed laws that guarantee the success of a thing. Now, if you, listening, are defined by your job, you're not living based on a fixed truth. You're living and you're determining your life based on a circumstance. Because now that that job is taken away, who are you? Who am I? If I defined myself by my job, that job is gone. And this takes me back to our true self and understanding, okay, now that this is taken away from you, what are you thinking about? What's really going through your mind? Why are you here? Some people will start feeling like they have no worth anymore. Some people will start feeling like they have no value anymore because what they used to define them is now taken away. People are committing suicide. Death rates are growing great, not just through the coronavirus, but because now what was making them themselves is no longer where they draw their value from. Which means what you draw your identity from can't be so sure, because that means that thing can be taken away from you. So what is your assurance? What keeps you steady in this season? And I want to help you really think about that, because people are sad nowadays. People are so poor, they kick toilet rolls to find some sort of happiness. And it's fun. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have fun, but this is deeper than toilet roll. This is deeper than 40 press-up challenge. This is deeper than a dance challenge, because this is real life. We've read it in history books about the big plagues that have taken place in times past. We've seen wars that have happened, but this has just been like reading to us. It hasn't been truths to us. But we're literally living in a season that's going to be marked in history. So what's defining you? What is defining you? Now, I'm not here to impose any sort of belief on you. I'm not even here to impose anything on you. But what I do want you to do is to really think and reflect, okay, cool. You still have value, and you think that you have no value anymore because what you used to value yourself with has been taken away. But I'm here to encourage you that you have value, guys. In this season, find what truly defines you. Find what truly defines you. And how will you be able to find what defines you? You have to understand, what is the manual for my life? What is the manual for humanity, so I can understand myself in all epidemics, in all seasons, in all times. But if your truth is based on a circumstance, that truth is not good enough to be your source for why you identify yourself with, because that means somebody else has the right to take that away from you. That's not fair. But let me tell you something, I'm defined by the person who created me. I'm defined by the manufacturer that knows exactly how the product is supposed to be used in all circumstances. I'm defined by a manufacturer that knows me when I am messing up. I have a manufacturer that is able to now function me in the right way when things are going wrong. When the world around me is messing up and malfunctioning, he knows what will make me work in this season. And I want to share that amazing gift with you guys, that there is a person that knows exactly how you are supposed to function in this season. But you can't truly know how you function in this season if you are not going to the right handbook for your life. There are many sources around that are telling you this is how your life should be, this is how this should be, this is how you should act, this is how you should live. But those things don't have the power to be able to sustain you, because it's a person that is able to take it away. So who is this manufacturer? I'm here to encourage you that there is an invitation to salvation. There is an invitation to success. There is an invitation to assurance. There is an invitation that cannot be found elsewhere but in the name of Jesus. He is the manufacturer of our lives. He is the one that understands the season. He is the one that knows that this was going to happen. Some may say to me, how do you not care about this corona? Because I know who my God is. I know what my God can do. I didn't make my job my God. I didn't make what made me money my God. I didn't allow myself to be defined by that thing, because that thing doesn't guarantee anything. It can be taken away from me. And just as it has, look now. Imagine I put all my hope in what I had in my hands. It's taken away from me now. People commit suicide out of that. I'd rather rest in something that is assured in each season, and his name is Jesus. And I really want to encourage you, you need to understand what defines you. Because if you're defining yourself in things that are not able to sustain you, you can find yourself being very broken, very hurt. But God is a God of principle. His word never changes. God is a God of truth. His word remains the same in each season. It means that he's a guaranteed source that will help you in every season. It means that he can show you and dictate to you how you should act in a season like this. You don't want to be somebody that has no peace in the middle of war. You want to have peace in the middle of war. You want to be able to assure somebody else so that they can experience that same peace and that comfort and to know that everything is going to be fine. And it's hard for people to make that their truth, because what was fine for them is what they had. But what is fine for me is what I still have, and his name is Jesus Christ. All I can do, guys, is encourage you. It's a little bit of a charge. I'm going to be going a lot deeper in my other videos to help you understand why you need to know what is the handbook for humanity. Because everything created has a manufacturer. A book has a manufacturer. A car has a manufacturer. Everything created has a manufacturer. And if your phone started jumping, doing what it wanted to do, you will know, why is my phone malfunctioning? That happened to me when I bought an iPhone X, took it out of the package, and it was flickering like it was its own man. I said, this is not how my phone is supposed to work. I sent it back to the iPhone, Apple, wherever, and I got Samsung instead, or whatever the phone is I have now. But it goes to show that when something is malfunctioning, it can't be used properly. Could you be somebody that is malfunctioning in this season because you've allowed something that is not a credible dealer to now define you? These are some things you want to question. But I want to assure you that you have value whether you have a job now or not. You are valuable whether you are discovered or not. And in this season, I really hope and pray that you discover your beauty, that you discover your worth, and that you discover your strength, because there is a God that wants to show you how amazing you are. Don't let Corona get to you. In fact, look after your immune system, look after your body, be strong in this season, stay positive, and find what defines me. What truly defines me that I can rest on when seasons like these come around. So this is it for me. God bless you guys, and stay tuned for my other videos, and I hope that this gave you a bit of encouragement to really question some things in this season. God bless, guys. Take care. Goodbye.